This video is brought to you by Blue Guardian, the prop firm that lets you trade with EAs or any style you like at any time.
And as you can see, price delivers up the 55 pips without going down.
All right, folks, here we are on Trading Out. We've got Yanis, the conscious trader here, in the day trader here, should I say, in the house. We've done an amazing podcast. It's very unique, very different. You've got to go and check it out after this. We've got a link under the video here. But welcome back to the show, Yanis.
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that I know it's a tricky name. It's a tricky name, the conscious day trader.
Yeah,
but when you start saying it, it rolls out.
Yeah. Right. So what we're going to find out is, well, first of all, we're going to see that, this guy is over 250K funded. Well, his account's over 250K. You're going to see that in a second. So some proof. We're going to go through his ICT based strategy, after the one he came up with from the free mentorship, and his unique repositioning approach to getting into trades and out of trades that really helps with your mindset. So let's share your screen and check it out. Our sponsor, Blue Guardian, is the only prop firm that gives their traders a built-in tool to protect them from hitting their max daily loss and overtrading. It's super simple to use. Just set the Guardian Protector each day from your dashboard. Did you also know their evaluations are 40 and 80 days long, giving you plenty of time to hit their low 8 and 4% targets? Check out the link and coupon in the description to get 10% off your next Blue Guardian evaluation.
So this is my 250,000 account. As you can see, we're running on 70% win rate and a profit of 5.5. We do like 45-degree angles when it comes to these kind of sort of graphs. So we still have another 50% to hit the next milestone, which will be 275,000. And there you go. This is the best profits in terms. I normally hit $500 in a day. Biggest losses, these are normally closing of positions. That's the rest of the 35% there. Overall, we're running on green days since January 1st, and we're looking to continue that for the rest of the year and hopefully for the rest of career. ICT people will be very familiar with the buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. If you're not from the ICT background, then that might be a bit confusing. So I would say recommend those people to go and watch the ICT 2022 mentorship. 42 videos it's got on there. That's all free. But I'll tell you a little bit about how I go about and do my trades. And we're going to look at this trade here, which was the sell-off after the NFP event. And what did I see here that I wanted to short this move, and how did I manage when the price kept going higher and higher and higher? And that's where repositioning is something that works for me really well, but obviously don't try and copy it, because I'm sure this is not going to work for you. But what I want you to do is pick up ideas from what I'm doing and then maybe try and implement it in your trading if it helps to become a better trader. So normally with the ICT mentorships, you'll go and identify, if we go to the replay, let's say this is the previous day. So we go one day forward. We will go and put that previous daily high on that high of that wick and the previous daily low on that wick there. So we know where the price had its highest point and its lowest point on these two areas. And the next one, what you do is you can use any tool to find the equilibrium. I like using the Fibonacci. And that Fibonacci, then we're going to drag that equilibrium and we'll put it there. So what we now know, if we take that out and we delete all this information here, we know where the price is. And if we go on to the 15-minute and we look at the previous daily high, you will see that it's hugging that previous daily high really, really well. So what we want to do, my personal best setups, is when price is outside this equilibrium level. So I want the price to go as high as possible, so then I can trade it back into equilibrium, or as low as possible, so I can trade it back to buy it back into equilibrium. And the ways we look at that also is the buy side and sell side liquidity, which are the swing lows below the previous daily low or the high. So then if we start looking at the price action going forward, and if we make sure this is on London, and that's the previous day. Okay, this is an example now where price has broken below the previous daily low, and it has taken the swing low of this sell side liquidity. So this will be a nice opportunity to trade it back into equilibrium. Does that mean that I'm anticipating this move to give me my 50 pips, even though it did? No. So what happens if this price starts doing this? Starts going to find that sell side liquidity before it gives me that move. That's when I start thinking about repositioning, because I don't expect this move to go, even though it did here, I don't expect this move to go back up in one go. So I'm anticipating a movement down, and I'm looking at the worst case scenarios. The way I can find the worst case scenarios, that's where I use an indicator by FX market sessions. That is nothing special. It just gives you a box of where the kill zone is. So I know that this is the kill zone here and here. So it starts for me. You can adjust all these in the settings. You can go down here. You can have as many boxes as you want, but I've set London for 7 until 10, and you can add how many pips it's done, and that would give us a quick peek on what is the average pip number that it does in every kill zone. So here we can see on a Monday it did 42 pips. Here on the Thursday it did 40 pips again, but here it had a very small pip count, 21 pips. That's telling you that in this area here on a Friday, there wasn't a lot of trading interest at this area of price because it topped out to the previous daily high. Now, we did say we're going to look at the NFP, but I think this is a better example to give you for the repositioning with the hypothetical price going down. So let's say the price kept going down and it went down another 80 pips. On my one lot position, that will be $800 in drawdown. Now, you can do the math. If you had 2, that will be 1,600, and that might be too much for someone. So if that's too much for someone, obviously you can either do 2 things. You can decrease your lot size, or you just wait for that price to come lower and you don't take that trade. Because as it comes lower and lower and lower, with ICT lingo, we're getting more discounted and discounted price. And we have some big Fibonacci retracements here that can also be interested if you want to wait to get a better price. The biggest thing when you're opening for me on a previous daily low is to see the price trading here. If it's trading at equilibrium from the previous daily low, I just do nothing. I just wait. I'm just waiting for that move because I can't analyze. I can't predict. Well, predict's a bad word. I can't analyze with confidence if the price is going to go to the previous daily high or low. But if we're in the extremes, we know that there's interest of buying. Why? Because below each swing low, there's trailing stops and sell side liquidity. The algorithm will want to take that liquidity out before it delivers price. So that's where repositioning can play a role, because we know that the algorithm will come and take the liquidity out below these swings. Now, the question is, how many swing lows, in this case, will it come down before it delivers price? And that's where your risk management and repositioning can play a role. So if you entered here as a first position, is it worth entering a second position on this second swing here? If we look at the pips, that's 20 pips away. For me, that's too close, because 20 pips in a market like the pound dollar, where it moves quite fast, I will be exposed in 2 positions very, very quickly. So maybe I don't take this swing and I wait for my second position to be on the 70. Yes, I'll be in $700 drawdown, but my decreased risk, if you look at that cross on that red box that I've given you now, that break even is only going to be 35 pips. And you're constantly analyzing going backwards into the trade. And as you can see, price delivers up the 55 pips without going down. But even though that went to target with my first entry, I will still be planning what I'm going to do down to these areas here on the 50% monthly, but also these fair value gaps down here, which I normally draw in gray. And that's a quick little, it's hard to explain everything about how I trade, but that's just a quick a breakthrough of what I look for from the daily levels from the previous day.
All right, folks, I'm here at Black Bull Markets headquarters in Auckland, New Zealand. You can see this amazing view behind me of Auckland Harbour. Now, talking about views, if you do want to get free TradingView Pro, then all you need to do is trade one lot a month at Black Bull Markets, and they're going to give you free TradingView Pro. So, folks, to find out more, click the link in the description below or the card above.
Brilliant. Well, look, it actually, if you guys tie that in with the podcast we just shot, it'll really make a lot of sense as to I suppose things that were missing for me from what you were talking about in the podcast to tie it into what you're doing here. I didn't realize the distance of the repositioning trades could be that far. So that's really interesting. Now, look, thank you once again for coming on, Yanis. Do you want to let the viewers know how they can get hold of you?
So you can find me obviously on YouTube. I trade every day at London Open, London Kill Zone, better terminology, at a 7:30 UK time at the Consist Day Trader. And Instagram is the Consist.Day Trader. That's where the two accounts that I'm normally live on.
Brilliant. Well, look, folks, whilst you're clicking around down there, all those links are in that show notes page for Yanis. Hit subscribe, hit like, click on that notifications bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Tired of missing trades or spending hours at the charts? Introducing my Robot Builders Club. With our platform, you can build bots in minutes, not weeks, without any coding required. Get lifetime access to my video course, VIP community, and over 40 ready-made robots. Works with MT4 or MT5, and as a bonus, you'll get 3 months access to my robot lab, where we build and test bots on live calls every week. Join the hundreds of traders who are trading smarter, not harder. Click the link in the description to learn more, get the free training, and download a free robot.